Whether you're just getting started in children's ministry or you're a longtime veteran, everyone should be up to speed on these 5 important things. Number 1, you are not babysitters. Of course, most would agree about this. Unfortunately, many times we don't act like it's true. You must truly understand that you're here to make an eternal impact in the lives of the kids you're serving. You are not just here to keep them from hurting themselves or running away. The work you do each week has lifelong and eternity-long reverberations. Number 2, your ministry needs to flow from your relationship with God. Following on from number 1, it's important for you to understand the importance of your own relationship with God. Your experience in serving kids is as much about you being and becoming a disciple of Jesus as it is about you discipling kids to follow Jesus. Are you checking on your own spiritual health? Are you listening to the truths you teach? Do you realize that these truths aren't only for children, they're also for every adult? Number 3, the gospel must be central to everything. Fun and games is good and great and must be in children's ministry, but it's not what we're all about. Everything we do needs to lead to the central truth of Scripture, the gospel. Every craft and every quiet time points to the truth of Jesus and the good news. When you teach a child about a story in the Old Testament, remember that it points to Jesus. And when you gently correct a child's behavior, remember that the gospel balances grace and truth, and so should we. Number 4, connecting with parents is critical. You need to know that while what you do is critically important, it's not what will make the biggest difference in the spiritual lives of kids. What the parents do will make the biggest difference, but parents often need and usually want to connect with what's happening at church in order to make the spiritual investment at home. Getting check-ins and calls from the adults who serve their kids is an important part of encouraging parents to be involved in the spiritual growth of their children. Number 5, you are important. This can't be overstated. You are vitally important to the mission of Jesus in this church. God works through servant-hearted people like you to help make disciples of the young ones in our church. You make it possible for each kid to have a personal relationship with someone who loves on them and teaches them about Jesus. It's often a child's leader in church that makes some of the most memorable impacts on their lives.